Let's see what the cards have to say for you today. There's this energy of where maybe you've like made a promise to someone and you don't really want to follow through with this promise. You don't want to kind of like do this, if that makes sense. You're kind of over it. You're just kind of like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm done. I'm going to pick up my things and I'm going to leave. It's the kind of vibes. And there's also this energy of where maybe you've been feeling like a pit in your stomach or something, and maybe you're wondering what some people are thinking about you. Okay, they're saying that some people are thinking that you're a bit like wiser than you say, if that makes sense, wiser than you lead on, if that makes sense. You like play nice until you decide that you're done playing nice, and you're just like, you know what, you can have your energy back. I don't want to deal with this, if that makes sense. They're also saying that there's this energy of where you move very meticulously. Like you really choose and pick what you're going to say, if that makes sense. Like you kind of move out of integrity rather than impulsiveness, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. What else? Okay, they're also saying that someone is not an option for you, okay? This person is causing you a lot of conflict. This person is causing you a lot of chaos. They might even be making you feel kind of like sick, or just making you feel kind of pain in your body or something like that. And there's this energy of where you've kind of gotten some intuition about this. You're like, hey, maybe this person isn't good for me. Maybe this person is causing me pain. Maybe this person is kind of hurting me or something like that. And they're saying kind of follow that intuition, you know what I mean? Like this person really like, there's this energy of where you feel like this person is literally preying on your downfall. They want to see you hurt. They want to see you down. They want to see you like in this Ten of Swords energy here. Like they want to see you backstabbed, they want to see you betrayed, they want to see you not okay, if that makes sense. Like there's this energy where your success kind of like bothers this person or something like that. Like this person is a total narcissist and they see no other option but to attack you, if that makes sense. Like it could be some sort of spiritual attack, or maybe it could just be like a verbal attack or something like that. And there's this energy where maybe this person was winning you over at some point. They were kind of doing what they were doing and it was kind of working on you, you know what I mean? But then you kind of like went into yourself and you started to see and recognize that this person really does not have good intentions for you. And there's this energy where you're like, you know what, I love you, I respect you. Maybe this person is someone in your family, but you know the truth about this person. You know that they're trying to bind you to bad things. You know that they're trying to put you in bad situations, that you know that they're just putting you in a place that is just not good for you, you know what I mean? And there's this energy where you haven't been protecting yourself from this person. Like there's a need to kind of like make a decision to protect yourself from this person. Like your intuition has been telling you kind of how to protect yourself from this person, whether that be moving from this person or doing like protective spell work against this person or something like that. Doing something that just kind of like keeps this person out of your energy so that they don't mess with you anymore, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else Spirit needs you to know? Okay, they're also saying that you can maybe tell that someone has a lot more feelings for you than what they lead on. This person has like a lot of love for you, but they keep it like hidden, if that makes sense. But they're not very good at hiding it, if that makes sense. You can tell that they're maybe getting a little bit upset that they're not expressing their feelings to you or something like that. And maybe there's this energy where maybe you can help them along to tell you their feelings or something like that. You can say something that will just kind of trigger them or something into telling you what they feel. But maybe there's this energy where you just kind of feel like there's an opportunity for this person to talk to you or something like that. Like maybe they're not coming through at the right times, or maybe they're just like not talking to you in the way that you need them to talk to you or something, or maybe they're just not even talking to you at all. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, they're also saying that maybe there's a bit of a person that kind of passed away or something like that. This could be an older masculine figure. This could be someone like a grandfather, a father, or just someone that is just kind of like has a place of authority in your life, if that makes sense. They were just kind of someone that taught you a lot of things. They're very wise towards you. And maybe there's this energy where you feel a little bit foolish towards this person or something right now, like you've been kind of holding on to some sort of regret, and it's been hard for you to heal from this, if that makes sense, because there's this energy of being like, you know what, I could have been a nicer person to this person. I could have talked to them a little bit more. I could have done this. I could have done that. I could have been there, you know what I mean? But stop taking that energy from you. Like this person is just kind of thankful that you were there in the way that you were. But there's this energy where you didn't really know how this person felt a lot of the time. Maybe they were just kind of a little bit mysterious themselves. They were just kind of someone that was kind of kept to themselves maybe a little bit, if that makes sense. But there's this energy of where like maybe when they were passing away, you were just kind of like there for them. You were just kind of trying to be there, and you kind of like rushed to be their aid, if that makes sense. And they're saying that this person really appreciates you for being there, if that makes sense. Like they knew you were there, they knew you were experiencing them, and they knew that you were kind of going through the pain that they were going through also. Okay, they're also saying that there might be some sort of situation where you feel like you missed out on an opportunity, you missed out on something that could have brought you a lot of good fortune, a lot of good energy. And maybe there's this energy of where you're not very curious towards like making this come back in your life or something like that. Like maybe you feel like you don't have the passion or something like that, but they really want you to re-spark the passion. You know what I mean? Like it might take a little bit of strength because you're gonna have to work through the process maybe again or something like that. But there's this energy of where like maybe you feel like you're just gonna put in all this work to get nothing, if that makes sense. Like you have like this fortune of yourself and you're just kind of like, is it worth it to share this because no one else is gonna see it, no one else is gonna appreciate it type vibes. Um, and that's kind of why you're having this big block with yourself and this big block with whatever this blessing could be. Like they're saying, really just put yourself out there and allow yourself to feel defeated while you're in the process of growing, if you know what I mean. Like there's going to be growing pains of taking yourself up this level, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else? Okay, they're also saying that maybe there's this energy of where you're kind of letting a little bit more duality in your life. You're letting the good and the bad kind of coexist, if that makes sense. Whether, like, not trying to control both sides of it, if that makes sense to you. Like, there's this energy of where you're, like, not going to be impulsive, but you're thinking about your future, and you're just like, okay, there's going to be all these different things that happen, and maybe you're going to have to deconstruct some old versions of yourself to reconstruct yourself into this new version of yourself that can withstand this, that can hold this energy, if that makes sense. But that might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable because you're like, why am I, like, there's this big questioning energy or something like that around this. They really want you to just bring yourself into calmer waters, if that makes sense, and just kind of choose to kind of like find peace in the situation and just work on it. You know what I mean? Like some parts aren't always going to be happy, some parts aren't always going to be easy, but at the end of the day, if you just really put in the effort and just try, you know what I mean? Like there's something in your future that's going to be there for you. Okay. They're also saying that maybe you feel like your justice in like the love department is to kind of not be loved or something like that. Like there's this energy where you keep running into narcissistic people or just people that kind of like play with your emotions. They don't really care about you, but they want to act like they care about you type vibes. And there's this energy where you're just kind of like, okay, what's the point of finding love if this is my future? Because it's all you've ever found. Like there's this energy where they want you to release judgment towards the situation and just kind of like allow yourself to just heal maybe at the time being, like allow yourself to let go of all these situations and kind of just like find new peace, if that makes sense, like within yourself rather than trying to find that peace within someone else. Like be your own best friend in this situation, you know what I mean? And they want you to let down your defenses towards love too. Like allow someone to love you, if that makes sense. Like maybe you've had some people come through and really love you and really appreciate you, but they weren't the person that you wanted them to be, if that makes sense. Like they weren't pretty enough, they weren't wise enough, they weren't like mature enough or something like that. And maybe that's something that you really hold on to. You're just kind of like, dang, bro, I'm never going to find someone that's actually going to be there and that's actually going to be the person I want them to be. And it's something that you maybe have just accepted about reality. Like maybe you're just not going to find love or something like that. But they just really want you to just accept that there's people out there that do love you and that there are people that do support you. Just maybe not the people that you always want to be that person. You know what I mean? Okay. But they also want you to stop being so harsh with yourself. You know, the world is a very big, vast place. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different things out there. There's so many different people out there. There's so many different experiences out there in the world. And you can really find a lot of different cool things out there that you'll never even expect to find or run into. You know what I mean? So don't give up on love, if that makes sense. But, like, allow yourself to ground yourself and love yourself while you're in the process of finding it. Okay, is there anything else I would like to say to you? Oh. Okay, maybe they're saying that maybe your confidence has hurt you in the past. Like there's this energy where you were being yourself, you were confident in yourself, and then this person came through and showed you like the dark sides of your confidence or something like that. They showed you the side of you that is kind of like, oh, is that really a good thing to be doing? Is that really something that I should do? Like, is this hurting people, me being confident or something like that? But they don't want you to like kind of sit there and think about that. Allow yourself just to sit there and receive like people's judgment. You know what I mean? Like that's their opinion. They can have fun with that, and you can have your opinion. You can have fun with that. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, these people just don't like deserve a spot in your life. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, they could show you some things and make you heal and be a bit better of a person and find new confidence. Or there's this energy where this person is just literally preying on your downfall and they just don't want to see you succeed type energy. Like there's this energy where people really have just tried to prey on your downfall within your life, and it's just kind of ridiculous. Like why are these people so after you? You know what I mean? Okay. They're also saying that there's something coming into your life pretty fast here, okay? There's something that is going to be, maybe it just showed up in your life very fast, or it's something that's coming up very fast. It could be like a present thing or it could be a future thing. But they're saying that there's this energy of where it surrounds some sort of job opportunity, or it surrounds some sort of opportunity to make money or something like that. Like maybe you didn't expect this to happen as fast as it did. Okay. But maybe there's this energy of where you're a little bit burdened by this, like you kind of don't want to take on the responsibility. You feel like you don't have the wisdom for this opportunity. You feel like people aren't going to listen to you for your opportunity, if that makes sense. And you stay up late at night, maybe like thinking about this, or maybe you just kind of like ponder on it with throughout the day, of just being like, dang, bro, like, am I good enough for this? At the end of the day, you manifested it and the universe gave it to you for a reason, because you are good enough for this. You just have to learn through it. You have to grow through it. You have to find your confidence in it. You know what I mean? Some parts might be a little bit uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, that's part of the game. You know, you have to freaking learn and you have to grow. Okay, they're also saying that maybe there's someone in your life that is a very big reflection of you, if that makes sense. They are very much like you. They could look like you. They could act like you. They could feel like you. You know what I mean? Like there's this energy of where this person is just so similar to you, and they're like a good friend or something like that. Or maybe you guys have like gone to parties or something together. You guys have had good vibes together. And maybe there's some sort of like quiet or still energy between you guys, or maybe some like harsh energy between you guys right now. But I feel like communication will honestly fix this. Like maybe you guys are very good at communicating with each other because you both understand each other. You're very empathic towards each other, and you both understand that sometimes like you guys are gonna go through problems together. You know what I mean? But there's this energy where they just kind of want you to remember, like, hey, you know what? We can talk to each other. We can work this out, and things are gonna be fine. Just really talk to this person, but allow them to have their space if they need it. You know what I mean?